Today, everybody, we're going to be making a 9-patch. We have our 5 darker squares, and I'm just using white as the background. And we're going to have 4 background squares. We're going to be sewing with a regular 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to be chain piecing. We're going to take row 2 and just lay it on top of 1. Line up your fabric. And here we go. The 9-patch is a very beginner block, but it's very versatile. You can use whatever fabrics you want. I'm going to be pressing to the dark side. So I'm laying my fabric this way, and I'm just going to finger press. I'm laying it, and I'm just going to finger press. Up here, I have my fabric down, and I'm just going to finger press. Now I'm going to take this one, row 3, and put it over on top of 2. Line it up, and here we go. If your fabric starts walking while you're sewing, just stop, reposition, and keep going. I'm raising my foot up just enough to get my next bit of fabric in there. So we have all of our pieces pieced together, and again, I'm going to finger press to the dark side. We're going to roll it under and press, and there we go. Now this is why I like to chain piece. It keeps everything together. I'm going to take the top and fold it down onto the middle. You're going to line up. We're going to match our center seams, these seams here and this one over here. Because we finger pressed to the dark side, I now have my top seam is laying towards the left and the bottom is laying towards the right. So we're nesting our seams. That helps to relieve bulk when you are quilting. I'm going to pin, and the same thing here. I've got the back side going towards the center and the top going towards the outside. And I'm going to pin. And we're going to stitch, still using a 1/4 inch seam. take and we're going to finger press. And you can see how neat our corners match. Now, if you get finished and they're not lined up and you're not happy with it, just take it out and just take it out and redo it. You would rather redo it now than when you get done with your whole quilt and think, oh my gosh, I don't like that. But quilting, it's not perfect. You are a beginner, or you're just learning how to make this block, give yourself some grace. We all had to start somewhere. And we're going to finger press. There's your 9-patch. Now you can take this over to the iron. Because of how we finger pressed our seams, you might have to give it a little help, but because of how we finger pressed our seams, when you press it, you're just going to be able to lay your iron down. Make sure that everything's laid flat, and you will have a solid, pretty 9-patch quilt block.